All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can become a data scientist from a software engineer. So you're already a software engineer and you want to become a data scientist. That's what we'll cover in this video. So as a data scientist, you might be getting bored of your day-to-day coding and your typical day-to-day life as a software engineer. And you look at data scientists and you think, oh, they do so much cool stuff. I want to be like them. So you want to do cool stuff with data as well. So that's why you're here, and that's why you want to become a data scientist. We get it. So you might be wanting to become a data scientist for a couple reasons. You might want to be paid more because maybe you get a pay raise, become a data scientist, depending on where you work. You might want to learn new technologies because you're bored of your current technologies. So you thought data scientist technologies look cool. You might just be bored of software engineering in general, and because data scientist is a completely different field. So that's why, I mean, it could definitely spice up your career. Or maybe you just, since you know Python, you can become a data scientist with ease, since some data scientists use Python. Now let's hold your horses there, bud. Just because you know Python doesn't mean you can just become a data scientist just with a blink of an eye. It's not that easy. So learning just Python alone isn't enough. You need a good understanding of some of the libraries in Python for data science. And more specifically, some of the libraries would be matplotlib, seaborn, and bokeh. That's spelled B-O-K-E-H. So that's why I spelled it out, because bokeh you don't know how to spell that. Never mind. All right, so the programming stuff, you might get that with ease. But what about statistics? As a software engineer, you don't really deal with statistics that often, at least not on the level of data science. So learning this might be more challenging, and you might need to take like some classes, maybe like if you want, you can go back to college, but there's free or plenty of online classes that are free as well on the internet, or you can go to Udemy and get like $10 to get a really good course. It's really up to you how you do it, but you'll need to know statistics like inside and out so you can model stuff correctly. Now, let's say you're not starting out with Python. So you can also learn the language of R. If you don't like Python as well, that can also be used to do data science stuff. So another thing that you'll need to learn is SQL, structured query language. And the reason behind this kind of seems obvious, but that SQL is used so you can query data, and you'll need to use data in data science because you need to manipulate the data to fit your needs. So another tool that you might need to have in your arsenal as a data scientist is called SPSS. And it's basically a statistical software platform. So you'll need to learn how to use that. It is made in IBM. I'll also link that in the description. So starting out in software engineering isn't a bad thing because you'll need to know about the software engineering lifecycle. And a good quote relating to this is, a data scientist is someone who is better at statistics than any software engineer and better at software engineering than any statistician. So take that in mind when you're studying all this data science. So you might ask yourself, how am I going to get all this big data to study for and practice on if I don't have any big data? That's a good question. And there's plenty of big data that give big data sets for free out there that you can download. I'll link some in the description as well. But because any big data sets that you make yourself probably won't mean that much and won't give you much practice. So Amazon has a public data set program under their AWS, Amazon Web Services. I'll link in the description that you can practice on. And there's something relating to Google Books Ngrams as well that I will also link. So it can take about 6 to 12 months to learn all the skills needed to really, truly understand the beginnings of data science. And I wish you the best luck in your journey there. So this video is a good step for you. If you liked the video, make sure you like the video and subscribe and whatnot. I'll see you later. Peace.